Hi guys, I am contacting you right now from Glam headquarters. Me and Nicole are hanging out. She is the Glam manager. Nicole, say hi.
Hi.
She's purposely, we can just move the monitor right where she is. Nicole, say hi.
Hi guys.
Nicole is the person behind the curtain, so she doesn't necessarily like being on camera. So I just got a comment on my webisode by one of my viewers who is very sweet and loves my information about airbrush, but she also emailed me a question, and because I am like a fruit fly with my attention span, I wanted to give her a webisode answer versus an email answer, if that makes any sense. So her question is, where did I put the question? Let's see. It's on a sticky note. I know that there's a Dell computer there, but that's an old one because why did I open it?
Because you were going to use that, so I could use the Mac.
Yeah, Nicole wanted to use the Mac, so I pulled out that ghetto-ass XPS. But Nicole wanted to sit in front of two monitors. Okay, this is the question. Hi, I have the Luminous airbrush machine. The result is okay. I only use it for myself. Do you think it would make a big difference in the result if I buy the Mac one? I could buy the Mac one, but it must be really worth it. Thanks a lot. Okay, here's my advice about an airbrush machine. The Mac Pro airbrush machine isn't actually manufactured by Mac. It's produced by Iwata, and I'm pretty sure that they make that one model specifically for Mac Pro. That being said, an airbrush machine is a tube connected to a gun. With a Luminous airbrush machine, I am 90% positive that it doesn't have a PSI, which is a pressure per square inch. So you can't decide that you want to shoot at a 2-pound PSI or a 10-pound PSI. Plus, the compressor isn't that powerful because I know somebody that has it, and it's like more of a, I can explain it. It doesn't have that oomphy sound that the Iwata does. Also, the Iwata releases air throughout the night, and I've had mine for about 5 years, so I know what this particular machine does. The Luminous is more for like a quick little everyday thing, and I could Google it right now because I'll probably get a comment telling me that I'm wrong, but I am pretty sure that the Luminous doesn't have an adjustable PSI. So let me check that out. Do you know if it has an adjustable PSI?
I have no idea.
Luminous. Okay, is it Luminescence? Luminous airbrush machine PSI. Okay, let's see. Luminous airbrush machine. Okay. Will clog the low PSI. Oh, it's a low PSI compressor. Okay, so it doesn't even have an adjustable PSI, and what it's shooting at is very low. So I shoot at a 5-pound PSI or 500 particles per square inch. I may be saying that wrong. So, but I know that I shoot at about 5 pounds, and I'll pull it up to about 7 pounds for body makeup, tattoo coverage, scar coverage, things like that. So, long story short, if you want a machine that you can run any kind of product through, because I think when Luminous sells it, they sell their foundation. If it's liquid, it can go through an airbrush machine. So you should really be excited about the fact that you could take anything that's liquid and put it through the pipes and mist it onto the face. So you can learn that as long as products are the same base, like water-based, you can make any beautiful combination you want. For example, MAC face and body with a couple squirts of MAC strobe fluid and a little dab of water, and if you mix it up with a lash sculpting tool, and then you run it through the machine, it's like your own perfect combo. Also with MAC, if you're using the side feed gun, because this is the side feed gun, it comes with a side feed cup, which is perfect because you can pre-mix it. But if you're doing a bride or somebody, a client, and you know that they have a very specific foundation that you mix together for them, like let's say you have somebody who's like an NW30, which is a neutral warm 30. They have a warm base to their skin, but let's say you added something, like you added strobe fluid, a little bit of silver dust, and like a little bit of golden bronze, something like that. You can pre-mix it into this kind of thing, and then it hooks actually right onto the side of the thing, onto the side of the gun, and you can have this pre-mixed formula, so the day of the wedding is that much more organized, and you could even write like Martha's wedding, something like that, and that way you could actually even have a cleaning cup that you hook on the side in between, like alcohol or silicone, which cleans out the gun. So in my experience, if you want a really reliable machine and a gun, I would go with the Iowata and then the side feed cup, because you also have the option of having that cool little side feed bottle. And it's great because you can take it apart. Iowata is awesome when it comes to information about their airbrush machine, and it's not like Iowata came out with, airbrush formula foundations. So it'll teach you to be a little bit more, it'll force you to be a little bit more creative with your foundations. But yeah, as long as it's liquid, it can go through the gun. So if I were you, I would definitely invest in the Iowata Smart Jet compressor and the side feed gun. The top feed gravity pull gun, the top feed cup is attached to the gun. So sometimes you need to get into those little pieces and clean them out, especially if you're using something that's a quick dry formula like the micronized airbrush formula. So if you need something that you're gonna be using a lot, I would definitely get the side feed cup because you can dissect it a little bit more than you could dissect the top feed gravity pull one. So that is why I recommend the Mac Pro one. It is a great investment.